If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again, and welcome to episode number 29 of the second series of My Player here on FIFA 16. After a very dramatic end to the previous transfer window, we seem to find ourselves in a very difficult situation. We were transfer listed, we were looking for a move, not a single bid came in for us. However, despite the fact that we were hoping to move on, and despite the fact that we didn't move on, Derby seemingly replaced us anyway. Ricardo Quaresma is now at the club. You can see here down in the bottom right that he's starting in this game against West Ham. I'm in supposed bad form after 3 games in the BPL, despite the fact that the 3 games we were involved in, we won all 3 of them. So I'm really not too sure what the manager is on about after dropping me, but I have removed myself from the transfer list, or asked to be removed from the transfer list, and I will put myself back on the transfer list before January, just to see if maybe the fact that I'd gone on the list, it was glitched this time around. I don't know, but we're not selected for West Ham. We'll quickly sim this and see how it goes, and then if we aren't selected for the very next game, I will just cut to the next game we are selected for. We get a 2-0 defeat at home against West Ham. I'll cut until the next game that we are selected for, and then just give you a quick roundup of what's happened to that point in the season. But obviously we're going to again continue to only train these 2 modules of free kicks and penalties. Everything else we want to train on the pitch ourselves. We don't want any extra help with regards growth in this save, because obviously in the first series of My Player we grew exceedingly quickly and rather unproportionately quickly. He has removed me from the transfer list. Okay, well, I will ask to go back on the transfer list, and then hopefully this time it won't glitch out and we will actually get bids for us. It's going to make a decision on it shortly. We haven't been selected for the game against Liverpool either. We'll quickly simulate this. Like I say, I'm going to cut now until the next game we're selected for, and then I'll show you the situation in the league at that point. They got a man sent off after 50 minutes, but we still ended up losing 2-1 to Liverpool. This isn't going too well for Derby County right now. We definitely play better when I'm on the pitch. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Let me know what you think of my conundrum in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel too to stay tuned for the rest of this series to find out what actually happens in the future of our career. But I'm going to cut now and I'll see you in a moment. The manager has put me in for the next match. That next match is, at the end of September, Arsenal away. Great. So, not the obvious game for me to play in to try and put in a good performance to earn back my first team spot. We played a couple of games in between those, you know, the last one we saw, which was the 2-1 defeat. Actually, we only played 1 game after that Liverpool game, and it was a win against Newcastle by 2-0. Kamara scored 1 of them and then got injured, and he's out for 2 months. Now, I did have an email that told me I've been called up to the England squad for these 2 World Cup qualifiers against Belgium and Scotland, but I haven't gotten an individual email saying you've been selected for the England side. It was just in the, you know, when you get the generic email that says these players from the squad are going on international duty, and it just listed me in that list of everybody else in the squad as going away on international duty. So I don't know what the situation is. The manager has agreed to put me back on the transfer list though, so we are available for transfer yet again. We'll just have to wait and see if someone comes in for us in January. Right now, though, let's take on Arsenal and see if we can put in a performance to hopefully earn back our first team spot. He's absolutely tipping it down here at the Emirates. I couldn't have been given a worse game, really, to try and prove myself to the team. However, we are on the attack to start things off, and Darren Bent might lay this back to Will Hughes, who could have a shot. Instead, he's going to play me through. I'll have the shot straight at Ospina. Well, immediately involved, despite the fact I'm quite sceptical about the overall outcome of this game. Danny Welbeck flicks it onto Santi Cazorla, and Arsenal could be going up the other end and trying to score a goal of their own. El Neni, not really too sure what he was doing there, but he's given that straight to me. Thank you very much. Well, we're already on a 6.2 after just 5 minutes. So call for a through. We'll hear from Chiro Navarro. It will reach me. Alexis Sanchez tackles me, and for some reason my guy goes to ground. Not really too sure why, but we stay 0-0 after 5 minutes. Santi Cazorla plays the ball through to Danny Welbeck into Aaron Ramsey. Jinks past the defender. Aaron Ramsey in the box. Oh, well over the bar. I thought initially he was actually going to lose out on possession there because the defender seemed to outmuscle him, and then he won it back. And actually it might not have been that far over the bar, but still not on target at the very least. We stay again at 0-0 after a chance apiece. Cazorla into Nacho Monreal, drilled into the middle to Aaron Ramsey. Back to Nacho again. I get the feeling they want to try and get it to Alexis, but I'm not going to let them. Ramsey into Welbeck. Never mind, not really too much I can do about a pass that's played that well. Alexis Sanchez here on the ball. We get the block in though. I'll call for a through ball and Navarro will get it to me. Quick counter-attack maybe, or drill it to Darren Bent. Former Spurs player, of course, Darren Bent, so they're not going to be too keen on him here at Arsenal, but we'll slot through Darren Bent again, and he'll give it back to me again, and I could slot through the man in the middle here, but ooh, he's not going to get there. 2 foot Suspina in the chest. 66 minutes played. It's not been the most entertaining of games. It's not been the most fun to play, and we also haven't really been that involved in the play. So, like we feared, really, it hasn't been the game that we needed to kind of make an impression on the manager, as Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has one of the worst shots you'll ever see in a game of FIFA. Hansen, I'll call for this. I've had to drift inside to get involved in the play. Bent will play it out to me again though. Now we are in our more natural wide position. Let's try a Berber spin to get inside Nacho Moreno. That's worked well. I need someone to pull back off the... Oh no, he's hit the post. I was going to say pull back off the edge of the 6-yard box. He did that perfectly and the shot was great, but it comes back off the woodwork. Oh, an assist, despite a really poor game for both myself and the team. An assist may just have turned it round, but it's not to be. I have a horrible feeling when we get back to the menus, I'm going to be dropped again, unfortunately. Time will tell, though. We might still have something to say before the end of this game. Hansen to Will Hughes. Out to Quaresma, who's come on the left-hand side now, off the bench. Is that something that could be in our favour with regards to him starting on the left-hand side ahead of Andy Weimann and us starting on the right? I don't know. CPU does tend to start players in their default position, and of course Quaresma's default position is on the right-hand side. So I'm not sure whether that'll actually be a good thing for us, or it's just coincidence that he's come on the left-hand side. Santi Cazorla, though, might be able to work an opportunity for Arsenal to take the lead, but the defender's going to get it away, but it's gone only as far as Giroud. Ramsey with a shot, hits the bar, and it goes over. His first chance and Arsenal's first chance went over the top of the bar from similar range in the first half with a similar kind of shot. This time he's got a little bit closer, hitting the woodwork, but still not in the back of the net as Chris Martin comes on for Darren Bent and Yaya Sanogo replaces Aaron Ramsey. There goes the final whistle. It's a 0-0 draw away from home at the Emirates, which in all retrospect isn't that bad a result, to be fair. It could have been a little bit more of an exciting game, but we were heavily involved towards the end of the second half, but not overly involved until like the 65th minute or something. So only a 6.0 rating, which I actually think is our best overall rating of the season to this point. That just shows how bad a form we've been in, despite the fact, or how bad our ratings have been. We've been heavily involved in all of the games that we've played so far this season, and the club have won the majority of them, but unfortunately it just hasn't worked well for us. So this is the email that I got earlier on that I was referring to, where it said Chesnoid England in another one of these, so I don't know when I advance. No, because presumably not, because it's not on my calendar, although it's on the 8th. Does it go as far as the 8th on the calendar there? It doesn't. Well, we might be selected for England. I really doubt that we'd actually get first team football, but we might be in the squad and perhaps played against Scotland in the second of the qualifiers. I don't think they'd want to play me against Belgium. We'll find out, shall we? If it's on my calendar, then it means I might be played. Still waiting. If it's on the no, it's not there on the calendar. All right. Why did it tell me I'd been called up for England then? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Right. I'm just going to train again, and then hopefully we'll be selected for Stoke. I'm in for the next match. Yay, it's definitely not the 27th of November or anything. We haven't been selected for so long. So long. I'll show you the results of the games that we missed. We played the one against Arsenal. England drew 1-1 against Belgium and beat Scotland. Hooray. We obviously weren't involved in that, although we thought we might have been. A 1-1 draw with Stoke, a 1-0 win against Sunderland, a 1-0 defeat against Leicester. We got trounced by Man United by 4-1. England played and beat Romania 5-0 and beat Hungary 2-1. And we just drew 2-2 at home against Cardiff. And now the manager gives me, after giving me Arsenal away, he now gives me Tottenham away. Here you go, Ches. Go and prove yourself against another one of the best sides in the division away from home. Oh. The manager needs his bumps felt. Leicester sitting second in the league, though, chasing Arsenal down, who have been the pace setters so far, the side that we played against and got a 0-0 draw. We're currently in 8th position, which is decent for a side that had just been promoted, but we are so close now to the January transfer window, and I'll be honest, I desperately want out now of Derby County. I do not want to play for this club anymore. We were their best player last year. They replaced me and then haven't played me in the Barclays Premier League. Bastards. Let's see if we can put in a good performance against Spurs and try and force our way into the first team for at least the next few weeks until the January window comes around, so we can prove ourselves in this Derby team so that people might actually bid for me in the transfer window. Ericsson over the top. Lamela brings it down and plays it into Ryan Mason. To Lamela again. To Ryan Mason again. They got Harry Kane in the box. They're going to win themselves a corner here after just 2 minutes. Don't tell me Harry Kane's coming to take the corner. No, it's Christian Eriksen. Oh, we'd have had so many lols there if Harry Kane had come across to take a corner. He's actually Harry Kane that's underneath the corner in the box, and his header was very well blocked. That's why Harry Kane should be in the box. Roy Hodgson, you now jobless prick. Anyway, ball's going to go out for a goal kick there, so we will get the ball back in our possession after 5 minutes. I might be a little bit sour right now, in mood, considering that the boss clearly now hates me at Derby County. Not bitter at all. No, not in one slight tiny little bit. Bastard. Can Marcus Olsen get the ball in the box? He better do. We better have a chance here, because the game is just doing everything it can to wind me up now. Absolute twat of a game. Why has Darren Bent done that? Marcus Olsen works the ball inside, just hits Bradley Johnson. Will Hughes will get it to me. I'm going to just take a shot in fury now, and it's blocked, but it has gone to Kamara. Kamara through to Bradley Johnson off the post. Davies will pick up the loose ball, but that's the closest either side have come so far. Davies to Kane, around the corner to Christian Eriksen. Nice ball laid out to Eric Lamela, who gets tripped. And they are going to get the free kick. Yeah, this is going to be dangerous. Is it going to be Christian Eriksen to take? If it is, it's going to cause us some problems here. He's probably going to shoot. I would if I were him. No, he stinked it in, and it's gone straight to the keeper. Well, that was idiotic, wasn't it, Christian Eriksen? Thank you very much for wasting your best attacking opportunity of the game. And why has Scott Carson punted it to absolutely no one on the halfway line? Cheers, mate. Lamela lays it back to DeAndre Yedlin. Turns inside with his pace. Still going. Where's the ball going to end up? Chadley's feet is the answer, and Chadley flashes the shot wide. Decent move from Tottenham, or decent run from DeAndre Yedlin. He kind of did everything himself there, then found Nasser Chadley, and that really wasn't that far away, actually. Tottenham getting closer and closer to the opening goal of the game. To Hendrick. Call for this, and I'll get it from him. We'll lay that back to Chimo Navarro. I'll call for it again. I'm going to have to just get unnecessarily involved in everything just to up my rating. I had a 6.2, and it was looking like it might go higher, but shot by Vyman. Can I get there? Can I get there? My guy just seemed to give up. I was sprinting at the ball, and then he started to kind of sidestep as if the game had already decided that Ben Davies was going to get there first. I'm here on the edge of the box. It's not going to come to me, so we'll just drift in towards the middle, and hopefully this will come out towards the edge. No, Kamara with a header. Good save by Michel Vorm. Are we going to get the first goal of the game? Nasser Chadley went wide at one end. We've had a header well saved. Keeper will probably claim this, won't he? Yep. And there's the half-time whistle. 0-0 at the break. Kamara steals it off the defender. Shows good strength there. I'm here. I'll call for it. And then we'll just lay it back to a teammate. Hendrick came back to me. I'll poke it back to Hendrick. He could shoot here. He's gone round the outside. Hendrick in the box. He has shot, but it's gone wide past the post. Decent effort. Worth a try, I suppose. I was just about to call for it in between the two defenders, but he went for goal. Just past the post the wrong side. Still 0-0. Nasser Chadley on the run down the left-hand side. Cross could come in. He's still going. Decent cross. Oh, Christian Eriksen over the top of the bar. Two really good efforts at the beginning of the half. One at each end, but 5 minutes into the second period, it's still 0-0. Bent on the edge of the box. He's gone for the pass to Will Hughes. Oh, he smacked it wide. You might as well put your hands on your heads, mate. That's a glorious opportunity. He could even have squared it back into the middle for someone else. Oh, how many chances does every team in this episode need to score a goal? Arsenal, Tottenham and ourselves. Somehow, no side has scored yet. Pearce into Buxton, to Hughes, to Buxton. I'll call for it out wide. Or we'll give it to Bent, and he can give it to Will Hughes perhaps, or back to me. Let's go for a worldie. Oh, it's blocked by the defender. Just let it go out for a corner. Please let it go out for a corner. Thank you. I'm going to take this corner myself. Now, can we get an assist? We're still on set pieces despite not ever being played, but will it work in our favour? Cross comes in. Up goes Bent. Saved by Vorm and headed away. Oh, no. We are on a 6.5 now, though, on the plus side, which is good. Can we get another good cross in? I'll look for the man at the back post or the man at the near post out of our old heads behind. It's another Derby County corner. Can we find a teammate again? Put it in towards that near post for a second time. It's Bradley Johnson underneath it, and Ben Davies heads away off the line. It's going to come on the edge of the box to Hendrick, to Buxton, to Hendrick again. Could shoot, no. Decides to play in Pearce. Pearce to Bradley Johnson, who just had that header that almost scored us a goal. Bradley Johnson is going to hold it in the corner. No, he's going to cross it, and Michel Vorm is going to claim it. Close to a goal at the end of the game. I'm just pleased that my match rating is now over 5.9. Do I give this to Hughes? No, we'll turn inside. I could go for a worldie. I'm going to go for a worldie straight at the keeper, but I got a +1 rating as well. That's all I care about now is match rating. I don't care about the overall result for Derby County. I couldn't give two shits about the form of Derby County. I just want good match performances personally to try and get myself a move away in the upcoming January transfer window. A 0-0 draw against Tottenham Hotspur. We put in a good performance, and thankfully we get a decent-ish match rating from it. 100% passing accuracy again. Derby County with 11 shots in that game. How we haven't won against Spurs away from home, I'm not sure. I don't know what that does for the league position. Although, again, to reiterate, I really don't care about Derby County anymore. I can't believe they've treated me this way. Will we be played against Swansea? There's been a training injury. We haven't been selected against Swansea. Okay, training injury for Chimo Navarro. Well, how many games are there in December? A shit ton. All right, well, we'll leave it there for now because we clearly will be selected for at least one before the January window, even if it's that one against Manchester City. What are the odds on me getting selected for one game this month and that game being Manchester City? I guarantee you it'll pick the hardest opposition for me to be played against. That's going to be all for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too if you haven't to this point. Obviously, I don't have any say in which clubs bid for me, but out of curiosity, which clubs would you like to bid for me? I can't force anyone to do so, but where would you like me to end up in this save? Hopefully in this January transfer window, providing that someone actually bids for me this time. We'll just have to wait and see. What does it say about my form as well? I just want to quickly check. This video might be a little bit longer than normal. It says my form is now okay. Good. We are away from the bad form. Hopefully we might be getting more appearances between now and the January window, and then a good move away from Derby County. Good riddance.